Hi friends, I've been out here this morning shooting some video, checking in on some of our birds that have just hit the 3-month mark. And so I figured while I was out here, I'd just pause, turn on the camera and give you a little bit of a tour of our operation. You've seen the birds, but you haven't really got a chance to see what things look like and how we operate out here. These birds get the best life we can possibly give them. They're not stuck on a dirt floor. They're not stuck inside a barn all day. They are out here enjoying nature the way I think God intended it to be. So I'm going to turn the camera around and give you just a little bit of a tour of what our operation looks like. So here we are, we're kind of entering into our pasture. You'll notice that we've got an egg box out here where we do sell eggs. Right now this is not stocked. It has been too hot to keep the eggs out here without the risk of them spoiling, but out here the chickens are actually right up close to the entrance right now in this paddock, and you can see we have some poultry net, electrified netting from Premier One that we use to contain the chickens. And out here, as we step over the fence, it's off right now, we've got a homemade chicken feeder. Keeps all the pests and other things out that we don't want out, but they have access to feed 24/7. So we have our own homemade chicken feed recipe. If you want to know more about that chicken feed recipe, I'll drop a link to that video up here in the top right corner. But out here, you'll notice that they're out here in tall grass. Chickens aren't a big fan of the tall grass, but right now I made the decision to leave the grass tall because it provides a little bit more shade and protection with the heat wave we've been enduring right now. We've got this shade structure that works real well, gives them some relief from the heat. We peek down here, you can see in there we've got a few birds hanging out. Also provides protection from the rain. The coop is right over here. This coop is 100% open. My neighbor down the street, he raises chickens. Not as many as we've got, because I've got a problem and I just keep getting more and more chickens. But our neighbor, he is just amazed that this system works. He loses birds to predators more often than not. And thus far, since I've had them out here on the pasture, I have not lost a single bird to a predator. You can see back here, we've got some nest boxes. My nest boxes are very simple. They're made out of milk crates. Take one of them out here, give you a peek at what they look like. So the top side's open. We've got a hole cut out of the front of it to allow the chickens to get in. They come in, they lay eggs. Not been laying a lot in this heat wave. And then over on this side, you'll notice we got the fence here down the middle. On this side, out in front of the ladies, we have the males. Our roosters are out here, our noisy crowd, and they hang out with the goats as well. So we've got 3 goats, we've got 5 roosters over here right now. The goats don't like to hang out too much. There's one of our goats, that one's Boppy. This one here is Glitter, and that one there is Martha. And we've got our 5 roosters. We got Mr. Blue, No Name Golden Lace Wyandotte. There's Mark Antony, our Egyptian Fayomi. Let's see, we got anybody hanging out inside? Oh, there we go. There's Mr. Alcatraz. He is our New Hampshire Red Rooster. And we've also got a silver penciled rock running around out here somewhere. But this is what the operation looks like. We move these fences, move these paddocks quite regularly. Yeah, we got quite a collection of railroad ties too, because, I mean, why not? Why not have a bunch of railroad ties? But you can see out here we've got lots of space. Here in a few weeks we'll be moving these birds and they'll move off of this space, and we'll probably move some of them out this way. We'll head on down this direction as well to give these birds the opportunity to get fresh forage, fresh bugs, and give these birds the best life possible. So there you go, that's a little bit of the peek of what the operation looks like out here. We'll hit pause here for a minute and we'll head back in closer to the house, show you our brooding space. This whole chicken raising business, it's a new venture for me. Decided it'd be fun to learn about as many chickens as I could. When I first got chickens a little over a year ago, I had no idea what I was doing. Not a clue. I didn't know one breed from another, and so I got a hatchery choice mystery pack. I ended up with all kinds of different birds, and I spent the next several months just trying to figure out what kind of bird I had. I learned that there were some breeds I really liked. I learned there were some breeds that I didn't care for as much, but it set me on a journey to learn about every breed I could. And that's why you've seen all of these different breeds on our channel, showing you what they look like, watching them grow, because when they were a week old, 2 weeks old, 6 weeks old, I still didn't have a clue. In fact, to be completely honest with you, I've got 2 birds from that original batch. I'm still not 100% certain what breed they are. But we hope that you find our videos helpful. Hope that you enjoy learning about the different breeds. It's been fun to study and learn about the history of the various breeds, how they came about, where they came from. I hope that you're able to get a little bit of those nuggets as well. A little bit of a walk from the house to the pasture, but you know it's good for the exercise. That's my asparagus. I didn't do a very good job of harvesting asparagus this year, so I've got an asparagus forest. But yeah, this is the garden space. Kind of fun. Here's the front yard. You can see the house. The roof is on. The siding is not. The plan was to take some time off from work, but that hasn't worked out just yet, so I can get the siding finished. But you know what? It's been so hot. I'm not complaining I'm not out here putting siding on the front of the house. All the way up there. But we're just about over to the brooder here. View of the front yard. My junk piles, because every farmer's got to have some junk. Hi, pretty lady. So I'm out here now, outside of our brooding space. This here, our brooding space is right up close to the house because those little chicks need a little bit of extra attention. So we don't have to travel very far to go take care of them. This chicken coop out here was painted by my daughter Abby. You've seen her on a few of our videos before. But I'm hanging out here with Tirza. Yeah, Tirza and I are hanging out. We're gonna take a look at the brooder space, show you the 28 birds or so we've got out here, show you around the outdoor brooding space. Like I say, as a farmer I got lots of piles of junk, but our brooding space consists of an outdoor run. Right now we're at stage 2 with the birds we've got inside, so they have not been exposed to the outdoor just yet. That's about to open up though. We'll probably open up the outdoor space here shortly. One thing I love is my outdoor space here is home to all kinds of extra special growth. You can see we've got some sunflowers coming up. These are black oil sunflowers. Yeah, I didn't plant them. Some chickens did from our chicken feed. This big old thing right here, this is a pumpkin that our chickens planted. All right, so we'll come inside. We'll show you kind of what things look like on the inside here. So here's our goslings. We'll step inside, show you what they look like. Yeah, you're noisy goslings. Come on, come on. You're getting big too. Very soon we'll open up that coop door right there and let them out into the larger outdoor space. You look in here, you got chickens, you got guineas, and we got lots of geese. So this is stage 2. They get this larger space to run in. Stage 1 is right here in our brooder box. As we get ready to brood some birds here in the next week or so, I don't think we'll have to worry about that heat lamp there, because it's 88 degrees in here right now, according to the thermometer there on the wall. Our brooder box is kind of fun, I think, because our brooder box is basically made out of doors. The top here, the bottom, the back, those are all hollow core doors that I had laying around. we just made it into a brooder. The frame for the door here, the window, that is actually a door frame that we just cut down. I had a couple of pieces of scrap laying around. I cut them down and turned it into a door, and that's how we ended up with our brooder space. So this will be full of some new birds next week. They spend about 3 to 4 weeks in this space. Kind of depends. As they feather out, they get more comfortable. Then we've actually just recently moved the brooder box out here into this room, this coop, and so we just experimented, and we just opened the door and we let the chickens move out when they wanted to move out. And so now they're all hanging out down here, finding a cool spot to rest and relax. And the geese are attacking my feet. So there you go. That's a tour of our operation. You want to say bye-bye? Bye-bye.